Everyone is in their seat here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors winning their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And Golden State looking who they've got. The Splash Brothers are the guards. The Cobra out there with Draymond Green, and it's Barnes in at the 3 slot.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry fee.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. The drive by James. Smith kicks to James. Thompson sets the pick for James. Clock at 4. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And Thompson throws it down.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Passes it to the Cobra. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Smith outside. James a screen on Thompson. And he gets it to go.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And stolen by Irving. James against Thompson, and stolen by Barnes. Pass to the Cobra. Green shot on the way. Jump shot is good that time.
He's yours. He's yours.
The Cobra's got his second bucket of the game to go. Irving kicks to LeBron. Thompson dishes to Smith. Love with the screen for Smith. Pass to LeBron. Cannot hit. The Warriors go the other way with it. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
Well, you know, they split their meetings last season, and the way both of these teams love to compete, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened again. 4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Back to Curry. Lets it go from 14. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Here's Irving. Cleveland gets it back. Love outside. Kicks it to LeBron. Back to Love. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Here's Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Barnes has got his first 2 points of the night. For Cleveland, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And there's the pass to Love. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Teron Lue.
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And the Cavaliers with possession here. The Warriors making the shot. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Irving with the steal. To the inside. Here's Thompson. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Thompson's got his 3rd basket of the night. Warriors trail by 4. Pass to the Cobra. This one for 3. And the shot is good.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Cavaliers have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Thompson, a screen on Thompson. In the corner, Irving with it. Fires from deep, and that one's good.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
The shot's good from the Cobra.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
The Cavaliers have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Thompson, a screen on Curry. Feeds it to Thompson. No good off the back of the rim. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
In the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, you know, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. I mean, there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT, and that can happen after you expend so much energy just to force the overtime.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Larry Sanders is checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Udrich in for Smith. And then for Golden State, Ezeli comes in for Green. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. Now Sanders following the three-point attempt by Freak.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Rozier, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Shot's good from the Cobra.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Here's Fry. Can't hit. Good D by Thompson. Warriors leading by 3. Iguodala, the pass to Curry. Here's the Cobra. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night. Dish now to Sanders. It's LeBron with the drive. Sanders. Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
LeBron kicks the Fry. Drains the three-pointer.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
To the paint. Here's the Cobra. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for the Cobra. He's got 24 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
No doubt, Clark. They'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Curry. Down low. Here's the Cobra. Here's Ezeli. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup.
Here's will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Sanders. Love comes in for Channing Frye. Smith checked in for LeBron. And Irving subbed in for Rozier. Golden State also making some changes. The Cobra is checked in for Festus Ezeli. Draymond Green comes in for Jason Smith. And it's Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. The Cobra out there with Draymond Green. And it's Curry in at the point. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Udrich with the excellent feed that time.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Off the iron that time.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
High arcing shot, and it's Irving missing.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Pass to the Cobra. Out to the right wing. Here's Barnes, and it's Golden State with another.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks put on a show. He had 61 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Shot from 12. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his fourth assist in this one. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Irving with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Curry passes to the Cobra. Outside, Green. No good from outside. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Udrich dishes to Irving. Smith, left side. The 15-footer, good. Smith's got 9 points.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Love. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. 12th in scoring, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And yeah, you know, one of the most dangerous scorers in the league. He's already come up big in some key games this year.
James checked in for Cleveland. And Golden State also making a change. Harrell's checked in. Dishes it to Irving. It's stolen by Curry. The pass to the Cobra. Offline with his three. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Outside Irving. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
To the middle. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Irving's got 5 points so far.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Barnes, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 12.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Irving kicks to Love. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
And so we wrap up the first.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
I don't really know. Okay, that was some strong work in the first half. Let's talk about what we got to do to keep this crowd out of the game. Number one, I love the teamwork we're seeing out of you guys. We're tearing them to shreds with our passing at the offensive end. Let's keep that going and pile up those assists. I did, however, like our on-the-ball defense. We didn't give their ball handlers any breathing room, and they didn't handle it well. We came up with some good steals. The pace of the game...
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, you just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. And it's Irving at the point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Got a piece of it and stolen by Love. LeBron kicks to Irving. Love with the screen on Thompson. Goes up off the pick, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Love with another miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Thompson, a screen on Curry. Irving passes to Thompson. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand. Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Another miss by Love.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Down low, here's the Cobra, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bringing it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Yes,
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
The screen from Thompson.
Yo, who got LeBron?
The drive by James, and he jams it with authority.
And how about that screen by Love? That was a wall.
Warriors leading by 12. Curry with it. Picked up by Thompson. Curry passes to the Cobra. Back to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And that's now 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Punches it down with pop.
And rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Well, if you believe that a point guard's defense is just as important as his offense, then these guys have been outstanding lately. The point guard steal leaders from the past 10 games. Kyrie Irving is second.
And not only are these players tremendous at picking a ball handler's pocket, but as terrific point guards, they also know how to jump into passing lanes and get a steal or deflection that way as well.
For sure. I mean, they wreak havoc defensively in all kinds of ways. On the ball, off the ball, in transition. Boy, this group is the complete package at both ends of the floor.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Curry passes to the Cobra. They get it back. Nobody near Barnes. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
It's LeBron with the drive. Love, no luck.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
A different look now for Cleveland. Sanders comes in for Thompson. And Channing Frye's subbed in for Kevin Love. The Warriors also with a sub. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Barnes.
Close out on JR.
LeBron outside. Got a piece of it. And they get it back. And it's Smith missing. Warriors leading by 12. Passes it to the Cobra. 8 feet away. Here's Varejao, and they convert it last on attempt number 3. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Now the feed to Smith. From outside the arc, that's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And now a look at LeBron James here. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. 9th in scoring and such a great distributor and decision maker, among the top 10 in assists per game.
And you made note of it. I mean, his points per game average is unreal right now. Scoring whenever they need him to.
And Cleveland making a change here. Rozier's checked in. Estes Ezeli, he's checked in for Golden State.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost. Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise, so we'll see some free throws here. The Warriors have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight, and the Warriors making a change. The Cavaliers trail by 21. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Barnes and Green of the forward set. And it's the Cobra in at the 5.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
No good on the wing 3. Cleveland's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Thompson sets the pick for Love. It's Thompson off the drive. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
A signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
Pass to the Cobra. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. The Cobra's got 49 points in the game. LeBron dishes to Love. He feeds it to Thompson, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam? And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him. He has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it in the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. 'Cause he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Talk about some great numbers for Thompson. He's got 24 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Outside Irving. He dishes it to Smith. He kicks it to Love. The shot from the low post is good.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Now the pass to the Cobra. It's rebounded by Cleveland. The drive by James, and it's blocked, but they recover it. Takes a three. Love with another miss.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Outside Curry. Passes to the Cobra. The three. LeBron grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 15. On the wing, Irving. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Love with another miss. Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Put that bucket in no time at all. And that's 13 points for Klay Thompson.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Thompson. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. We'll look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Curry against Irving. Pass to Love. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
Warriors leading by 15. It's stolen by Smith. And it's good.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Curry passes to the Cobra. This one for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Smith's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Kicks it to Love. Screen by Smith. The drive by James. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got 3 assists in the game. Curry passes to the Cobra. And again, no good by Golden State. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Here's Smith. Green with the block, but he recovers it. Smith kicks to Thompson. Love goes in. That cuts the lead to single digits.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Thompson with the bucket.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
On the wing, Irving. Lets it go from 11. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's the Cobra. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Irving dishes to James. Elbow shot, and he gets it to go. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Pass to the coach. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Free throw is off from the Cobra. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Irving kicks to LeBron.
Checking out the game LeBron is having. He's got 16 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close. Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of you.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Irving kicks to Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's 18 points for J.R. Smith.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Down low, it's tipped. Stolen by Thompson. Love the pass to Smith. James dishes to Irving. Smith outside. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Freak.
Shooting Cleveland, J.R. Smith.
That one is off.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Warriors.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one, Kevin, and then they do it again. It worked.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for the Cobra. He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just...
It was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, you absolutely torched them from the outside tonight. Did you feel like you could hit from just about anywhere on the court?
Yeah, but that's how I feel every night, Doris. You know me. When you're the best shooter in the world like I am, that's just how it is. My man Clark is always talking about energy and range, you know? Well, I have an zip code range. Tell me do that.
You simply can't get enough of you. Thanks for joining us. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping.
The job he did down low was fantastic. That's right, fantastic. He had great understanding of the way the defense was set up in the paint. He had a ton of high percentage looks close to the bucket, and converted every time. Nice game, real nice game.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin